Good morning, student. I Purnima welcome you to the class, and I will be telling you about the story, the important point of my childhood. And today we are going to discuss all the important question answers and textual exercises, additional question answers from the sample paper in today's video. I will also be telling you how to write long question answers and short question answers, how to start, how to end. So first of all, My Childhood is written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay, he was the 11th President of India. He was born in October 15, 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. He studied physics and aerospace engineering and he became a scientist. He became from the 11th President of our country. He served the Defense Research and Development Organization and the Indian Space Research Organization for nearly 4 decades. He is known as the Missile Man of India. Kalam was very popular among the children. He often encouraged them with his high-powered philosophy. Besides, he was an excellent writer also, and he had written children Wings of Fire, and in this he has written his own story. He died on July 27, 2015 due to cardiac arrest. So children, basically he wrote this lesson which reflected on the harmony and prejudice present in the Indian society. Many incidents were there in Kalam's life which proved that there is harmony and prejudices should be there in our society. This influencing theme is expressed through the accounts of Kalam's childhood. In fact, we can rise in life if we have a strong determination and dedication. So at the same time, he wanted to tell us that if we have a strong determination and dedication, nobody can stop us from achieving our aim. Okay, now I will be telling you the main important points of the lesson. So, My Childhood is an extract from the autobiographical book Wings of Fire, written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and he was one of the greatest scientists of India. I'm the 11th President of India. Here he is telling about his journey from a middle class family to the President House. Was not an easy journey. He had to face a lot of problems, lot of difficulty, okay, lot of mental torture to reach that point. Okay, so Kalam, so once again I would like to share with you the main points of the story. Kalam was born in 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. Janumuddin was his father and Ashiamma was his mother. The whole family lived in an ancestral home. He collected newspaper bundles from the moving train and earned 1 anna per day. He learned faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. Ramandha Shastri, Arvindam and Shiv Prakashan, all the three friends belonged to the orthodox Brahmin families. Kalam family participated in the annual Sri Sitaram Kalyanam ceremony. Kalam mothers and grandmother narrated a story of the Ramayana and the Prophet life, though Kalam belonged from the Muslim family. So there was a communal harmony in his house. When he was in the 5th class, a new teacher at his school made him sit on the back bench because simply he was a Muslim boy. The science teacher Shiv Subramaniam Iyer motivated him to grow above the barrier. After World War II, he went to Ramanathapuram for his further studies. His mother was hesitant, but father encouraged him to go. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was elected the 11th President of India, and his father, he motivated not only Kalam but his mother by saying, Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. Does a seagull not fly across the sun alone and without nest? Okay. So here Abdul Kalam, you can see how he was there with his family, motivated him a lot, with a nice father, nice mother. he had learned lot of things from his parent. So now children, I will be doing all the additional questions with you people. Okay, long answer type, short answer type. Okay, so 40 words question answer, 50 words question answer, which will be coming in your examination. So first of all children, in long character sketch, children, this type of question can come. Write about the character sketch of Kalam, or write about the whole summary of the story. Okay, now at the same time, now I'm going to discuss the addition questions with you. So my first question is, how does the author describe his father and his mother, the mother of Abdul Kalam? So how does the father describe? The author described his father as a wise and generous person. He felt happy when he helped others. He did not have much formal education and riches. He was a man of confidence. He avoided inessential comforts and luxuries. The author's mother was a noble and kind-hearted woman. She used to feed a large number of people. She had all the qualities of a typical Indian mother. How did Kalam earn his first wages? With the outbreak of the Second World War, the train halt at Rameshwaram station was suspended. The newspaper had now to be bundled and thrown out of the moving train on the Rameshwaram road. Between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi, Kalam's cousin Samasuddin, who distributed newspaper, needed a helping hand to cash the bundles. He did this job. In this way, Samsuddin helped him earn his first wages. What characteristic did Kalam inherit from his parents? Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. From his mother, he inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. Kalam had 3 Hindu friends, but none of them felt any differences among themselves because of their religious differences and upbringing. Who was Shiv Subramaniam Iyer? What did he say to Abdul? Shiv Subramaniam Iyer was Kalam's science teacher. He invited him to have food at his house. Though his wife was an orthodox Brahmin, he sat beside his teacher to eat his meal. His teacher invited him to the meal the next time also. He observed Kalam's hesitation but told him that such problems will arrive and they have to face once we decided to change the system. So children, he was very much influenced by his science teacher, and next time when he came, he saw that his wife was serving him the food. What happened when Abdul was in 5th standard? When Abdul was in the 5th standard, a new teacher asked him to sit on the back bench due to his caste. The teacher could not tolerate Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. He told Kalam to sit at the back, and both of them started crying. Why did Lakshmana Sastri summon the new teacher? Lakshmana Sastri summoned the new teacher because the teacher wanted to spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of the innocent children. He asked the teacher to feel sorry or quit the school and the island. Once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. Who spoke this sentence and to whom? Shiv Subramaniam Iyer was a science teacher. He uttered these words. He was talking to Abdul Kalam. He invited Kalam for dinner. Observing Kalam's hesitation, he told him, once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. What happened when the narrator visited his science teacher house the second time? When the narrator visited his science teacher house the next time, the teacher wife took him inside her kitchen and served him food with her own hands. How did Kalam enjoy his very secure childhood? Abdul Kalam was one of many children of his parents. He was a short boy with ordinary look. They lived in a large ancestral house. His father believed in austerity. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicines, or clothes. So all the basic needs were provided to Kalam except the luxury items. In a way, Kalam had a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. Describe Abdul Kalam close friends in his childhood. Abdul Kalam had three close friends in his childhood. They were Ramanatha Shastri, Arvindam, and Shri Prakashan. All these three boys belonged to Orthodox Hindu Brahmin family. They felt no differences among them. Ramanatha Shastri was the son of the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Religious and cultural differences never came in their way and friendship. How did Kalam family foster Hindu-Muslim unity? So Kalam family foster Hindu-Muslim unity by taking part in Sri Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony and to be held every year. Kalam family used to arrange boat for carrying ideas of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site. Kalam mothers and grandmother narrated events from the Ramayana and from the life of the prophet at bedtime to the children. Who was Shiva Subramaniam wife? Why was Shiva Subramaniam wife horrified? What was the change that came in her later on? Shiva Subramaniam's wife was horrified when her husband invited Kalam to dine with them. The idea of a Muslim boy sharing her pure kitchen was quite repulsive for her. She refused to serve Kalam in her kitchen. But the very next week, she was a changed woman. She took Kalam into her kitchen and served him food with her own hands. What was the situation in India after the Second World War? So the Second World War was over in 1945. India's freedom from the British rule was imminent. Gandhiji declared that Indians would build their own India very soon. The whole country was filled with hope and optimism. What did Kalam's father say when he asked for his permission to leave Rameshwaram and study in Ramanathapuram? So Abdul Kalam wanted to leave Rameshwaram and go to Ramanathapuram for his further studies and for his higher studies. He did not stop from pursuing his goal. He quoted Khalil Gibran to his hesitant mother. It was the duty of a parents to give their love to their children, but they should not impose their thought over them. Now, some textual question to be discussed. Now let me tell you children something about extract based question and answer. Some extract would be given to you and the question will be asked. Those questions will be of 1 mark. For example, the Second World War broke out in 1939. This is the extract which I am reading. When I was 8 years old, for a reason I had never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seed erupted in the market. I used to collect the seed and sell them to provision shop in Mosque Street. So when did the Second War break out? So you have to write this in one sentence only, but the sentence should be full. The Second War broke out in 1939. What was in demand in the market? Tamarind seeds were demand in the market. Where would Kalam sell the tamarind seed? Kamal would sell the tamarind seed to a provision shop on Mosque Street. How much could he fetch in a day? He could fetch the princely sum of 1 anna in a day. Okay, so this is the question. Then I know you have to go away to grow. Does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? He quoted Kyle Gibran to my hesitant mother. Your children are not your children, they are the son and daughters of life long for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thought, for they have their own thoughts. So what is the seagull in the passage? Why was Kalam mother's hesitant? Who quoted Kyle Graham to Kalam's mother? The parents must give their children love but not their thought. Do you agree with this statement? So these are 4 questions are there, and now we have to answer it. What is the seagull in the passage? The seagull is a sea bird in the passage. Why was Kalam mother hesitant? Because he was going to leave her for further studies. Who quoted Khalil Gibran to Kalam's mother? Kalam's father quoted Khalil Gibran to Kalam's mother. Yes, parents must give their love to their children but never impose their thoughts on them. So I really support this statement. Okay, now we will be doing some long question and answers. So now few other question we will be doing. The long question. Describe the incident of the new teacher at Rameshwaram Elementary School. One day when Kalam was in the 5th standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to his class. He could not endure a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. The author was asked to sit on the back bench. He felt very sad, and so did Ramanatha Shastri. They communicated their matter to their parents. Lakshmana Shastri summoned the teacher and told him that he should not spread communalism and the feeling of inequality. He bluntly asked the teacher to apologize or quit the school and the island. The teacher regretted his behavior and changed his attitude also. Explain the narrator's experiences at the science teacher house. The narrator's science teacher invited him to his home for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in her ritually pure kitchen. She refused to serve him food in her kitchen. Shiv Subramaniam Iyer was not perturbed, nor did he get angry with his wife, but he served him with his own hands and sat down beside him to eat his meal. When he visited his house the next week, he found that the teacher wife had changed her notion about casteism. She took him inside her kitchen and served him food with her own hand. Why did the narrator father says they are the sons and daughters of life longing for itself? Abdul Kalam asked his father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. His father did not get upset. He said that he knew Kalam was to go away to grow. He was a wise man and was aware of the harsh reality of life. He knew a seagull crosses the sun alone and without a nest. He was well acquainted with the fact that life is not easy. We have to make tremendous efforts to face the hardship of life. The son and daughters live their own life as it is the dire need of the time. Describe Abdul Kalam's childhood in Rameshwaram. Was his childhood secure, both materially and emotionally? Abdul Kalam was born into a middle-class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram. His father, Janavuddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth, but he was a wise and generous man. His mother, Ashiamma, was a religious and a kind-hearted lady. His father believed in simplicity, no doubts. They had a large parental house. However, his father avoided unnecessary comforts and luxuries. Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. He inherited faith in goodness and kindness from his mother. All his three close friends were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin family. However, religious differences never separated them. In brief, we can say that Kalam had a secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. Describe the benign and liberal influence of parents, friends, and teachers in shaping Kalam personality. This is an important question. I feel this is the theme of the lesson also. So APJ Abdul Kalam was lucky in many ways. He inherited a liberal and progressive background. He inherited some characteristic and human values that shaped his personality. His father, Jainuddin, did not have much formal education or wealth. He loved austerity and simplicity. He avoided unnecessary comforts and luxuries. However, he provided all necessities in terms of food, medicine, and clothes. His mother was a generous and kind-hearted lady. She loved to feed even outsiders. Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. He inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. All his three close friends belonged to Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. However, they never allowed religious and cultural differences to come to their friendship. In fact, Ramanatha Shastri was the son of the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Once a new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. He warned not to spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in children. And his science teacher made his wife change her orthodox mind. She served food to Kalam with her own hand. You have read that Dr. Abdul Kalam sold newspaper in his childhood to earn some money. Do you think that a child student should do any work to earn money? Give your answer with reason. It depends upon the financial condition of a student. If the financial condition of a student is good, then he should not work to earn money. He or she should pay attention in his studies only, and instead he or she should devote his full attention to his studies. On the contrary, if the final condition of a student is not so good that he and she can keep on his or her studies smoothly, they can work for few hours. Because many children are fortunate and many children are not fortunate. So they can earn for few hours to earn money to meet the expenses of his or her study. Working for few hours every day cannot affect one study much, as you have read that Dr. Abdul Kalam sold newspaper while studying and became not only renowned scientist but also the president. If one has firm determination to do or achieve something, one will achieve it at all cost. Obstacles do come in the path of our goal, but one has to find one way to surmount the obstacles. So children, we have done a lot of questions related with Abdul Kalam. Now his character sketch can come. So many things we have to write for character sketch, and then the whole summary can come. In that you can children write introduction, then Kalam first wages, about his father and mother, what he had learned. Okay, then Kalam was asked to the two major incident of the childhood which prove that we should not spread which reflect on the harmony and prejudice present in the Indian society, like the incident of his science teacher, as well as the incident of his children, the new teacher who came to the school and he told Kalam to go and sit at the back. Then children, Kalam wanted to go to Ramanathapuram and what his parents told him. Okay, this all we can discuss in the summary of the story. Then few more important reference based question and textual question can also be discussed. Textual question can come in different way. Okay. Well, now some of the extract based question I will be revising with you right now. Like, on the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of the segregation of different social groups. So this is an extract. Read the extract and find out the question answer. However, my science teacher Shiv Subramaniam Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin with a very conservative wife, was something of a rebel. He did his best to break social barriers so that the people from varying background could mingle easily. Now, what kind of society did Rameshwaram was having? So we can write that the society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of different social groups. Who was Shiv Subramaniam? Shiv Subramaniam was Kalam's science teacher. He was different from the other people because he was something of a rebel. How was Subramaniam a rebel? Subramaniam was a rebel because he broke away from the prevalent method social value. Why did he try to break social barrier? He tried to break social barrier because people from various background could mingle easily. So he was the one who break social barrier. Then we can discuss this one point about Gandhiji. Only one paragraph about Gandhiji is given. Like, then the Second World War was over and India freedom was imminent. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. I asked my father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. So, why did Gandhiji declare about India freedom? Gandhiji declared that India freedom was imminent. Why did Kalam want to go to Ramanathapuram? He wanted to go to Ramanathapuram to continue his further studies or for higher studies. Why was the whole country filled with optimism? Gandhiji's word that Indians would build their own India filled the whole country with optimism. Then, when did India freedom seem to be imminent? India freedom seemed to be imminent after the Second World War was over. So, children, these are some of the important children extract based question. Then we can also tell something very important, like what did Kalam he had learned from his parents. So this type of question is what I feel is important. Okay, like how did he describe his father and then mother and himself? So Kalam described about his father as a wise and a generous person. He felt happy when he helped others. He did not have much formal education and riches. He was a man of confidences and great wisdom. He avoided inessential comforts and luxuries. And Kalam had learned, children, what he had learned: self-discipline and children, generosity from his father. Now, his mother was a noble and a kind-hearted woman. She used to feed a large number of people. She had all the attributes of a typical Indian mother, and he had learned, children, to believe or faith in kindness, okay, and to help other. Then, children, his parents were benevolence. He learned the quality of benevolence from his parents. He learns the lesson of honesty and integrity from his parents and self-discipline because of his parents' exemplary life. Then this type of question can also come, that how did Abdul Kalam's earn his first wages? So Abdul Kalam earned his first wages by distributing newspaper. Then had he earned any money before that? In what way? Yes, he had money. Before that also he used to collect the tamarind seed and sell them in a provision shop on the Mosque Street. A day's collection would fetch him the princely sum of 1 anna. So children, he had done that job also. He had when he was very small, he started earning, okay, and Then some question can come about his school friend who were there, like Ramanatha Shastri, Arvindam and Shiv Prakashan. And then what did they become later? This can also be asked, like Ramanatha Shastri became a priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Arvindam went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims. Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railway. Okay. Then some general question about where he lived, and where was Kalam House. Abdul Kalam House was on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. So again, these are some of the important question. Okay. Then what do you think Dinamani is the name of? Dinamani is the name of a newspaper. Abdul Kalam attempt to trace the second word was news in the headline of this newspaper. So children, these are the important points in the question, and according to these points we can put questions to you. With this, I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.